I have something queued up for you so you can talk to Kelly Clarkson about this.
Oh my
okay?
God, yes.
All right.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Can I
Anya, you sing. You can do that.
Can I be
That's good.
honest? I don't love that noise.
Yeah.
As with
Mateo's
my
pissed.
ear. I know. I'm not trying to be a dick. But I'm just saying. I don't see. I get why it's great, Matteo.
Yeah.
I'm not.
But it's just, I get it. It's, I worry for them. I'm always like, your voice is gonna crack. I get like nervous.
It
for
just
them.
doesn't do it. Like that you have
Yeah.
certain sounds that
Yeah.
fuck with your head.
I'm hearing it right now. It is Tuesday, so Anya Marina is here. Welcome back to the show. We've been off for a while.
We've been off Broadway.
We've been off Broadway. We took the show off Broadway, and that's
I've been
where we were.
singing in my living room.
I'm dying for a seltzer. I have to put that out into the universe because I think it'll just like materialize in front of me, as it will, because someone's going to
That's
fetch
the
it
level
for me.
of fame you're at.
Where I just like
Dying
say,
for a seltzer.
I really am.
You should shoot higher.
I do, and I get let down. I like to aim low because then when I get it, I'm like, oh my God, the universe. But I'm so tired. I'll get into it in a second, but let's get in. Let's introduce all of our guests today. You know him. He's usually on the show on Wednesdays, but I had him come in today for special reasons we'll get into later. Welcome to the show, Andrew Collin.
Oh man, it's great to be here.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Sarcastic.
No, of course, but it is. It was sarcastic. But I also am great to be here.
You're great to be
I'm
here.
great to be here. I'm great. You're here. We're
Okay.
here. Mateo's here. Should I introduce him?
I'm great that you're. Yes, go ahead. I mean, Matteo.
This guy
yes.
is fantastic.
This
He's-
is already like sounding sarcastic.
No, this is
I'm
real.
so excited.
Liza Minnelli,
Liza.
ladies and gentlemen.
I had my knee replaced.
What happened?
While I was lying upside down in a hospital, I started to work with clay.
Oh, how's that going?
Bad. Okay, sorry.
Mateo Lane, as Liza Minnelli is here with us. Mateo Lane, if you don't know him, is one of just the best. Oh my gosh, I don't know who that is, but they seem to know
girl.
me. Waving at someone outside the studio.
wig.
Mateo Lane is just one of the funniest stand-up comics, but he's just like so beautiful and talented in so many ways. He's a singer. He's an artist. But his stand-up is hilarious. You can see him. That is him singing right now.
Oh my God.
Whistle tones.
thought that
He
was
taught
the
me all
wind.
about whistle tones.
I did teach you about whistle
Yeah.
tone.
Oh,
What's
yeah. That's
whistle
the only
tone?
reason. That's
That's good.
That was
thank you.
good.
That
That's
was
really good.
What the
I can't believe you got that note.
Wait,
Nikki!
now I'm just screaming.
You hit it for a second there.
I did-
really
I
well.
really
You didn't
had
think
it.
about it.
Whistle
I'm
tones.
so mad I even tried again because it failed. Okay, that's something. Matteo Lane, you can see him if you're going to be in the Phoenix area this weekend, Thursday, March 5th through March 8th. He is going to be at the House of Comedy in Phoenix, which is a great club. Go out and support him. He just sold out in Denver. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Sold out 5 shows in Denver.
5 shows in
Dude,
Denver.
it's happening.
I was so excited. It was very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, gays.
Are those do the gays love you?
Not all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, I hate him, but the ones that come to my shows are great.
Yeah, what's not to love? You're so funny, dude. It's like every time I get off stage and I just see you go, you often follow me at the Comedy Cellar for some
I have
reason.
been
I don't know.
following you at the Comedy Cellar for like the past month, which
Yeah.
is why I just get to see your jokes evolve. And I'm always like, Nikki, I love this tag.
Yeah, you're
This
so
is really
sweet
funny.
always. But
Get in.
and then I walk off stage and I have to go run to my next one, but I always see you like the first minute of your set and it's just like you come out just killing right away. It's like it's unbelievable how funny you. I mean, it is
Well, thank
believable because I
you.
see it, but it's like you're so funny. You got to go see Matteo Lane. It's like nothing else. He's someone that I've really I remember when my mom and sister came to visit New York and I was like, you have to see him, and I took them downstairs at the Village Underground and they're still talking about it.
Oh, that's sweet.
Blown away.
That's sweet.
Anya,
Same
you
with my
right?
family. Yeah, my whole family has seen you. I took my boyfriend to see you.
Oh, that's
Mateo's the guy
nice.
that if he's on the lineup, you're like, okay, good. It's gonna be a great show.
Yeah,
no
there's
matter
at
what.
least
My
Matteo.
brothers didn't enjoy him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was telling Nikki yesterday that me and Nikki are both in Chicago at the same time, and my cousins are having this existential crisis because they want to come see me, but they're like, but Nikki's here. I'm like, go see Nikki. You've seen me every day of your entire life.
No, I'm guessing you have so much new material. You're constantly cranking it out too, right?
I'm working on like a new, let's say 25 to 30 minutes, like solid. But I'm not a quick writer. Like it comes in like ebb and flow. So sometimes like I have a month, I'm like, I got nothing, and then like 2 weeks will go by and I'm like this and that and blah blah, and then it goes back to nothing. So in the past 3 months I've got about 25 minutes.
Oh, that's really good
for
3 months.
Then I'm out now. So it's like it won't come back for the next 5 months.
I know. Then you have to remember during these lulls that listen, it will come back again, and you have to always remember during the influx that this isn't going to be forever, because sometimes you're on these like these you're just cruising. You're writing so much new material, and you're like, this will never stop, and then it stops. So you always just got to stay knowing that it will return and that it will go away.
Right.
That's how I take like success. And maybe I'm a little bit nihilist about it, but like whenever I get something, I'm like, it's going to go away. So like just enjoy it, but don't think this is going to last forever. Don't think this is even going to air until it actually airs.
Right.
And those kinds of things.
But it keeps you humble.
It does. But those are really hard stretches to go through with writer's block. I mean, but everyone's different. I feel like everyone writes differently. And I think that I'm not that interested in it because I've heard every different way that comedians write. But I think that some people are interested in how comedians write. So I actually am interested.
Yeah.
You just, how do you write? What is your process?
Here, I'll open up my phone. What I do, I don't sit at a coffee shop. I'm not studious about it. I'm not collegiate. So I'll be in conversation because I never shut up. And then something hits me.
Yep.
And I just make a note.
Yep.
And then I see where I can pair that on stage. And I do about 70 old, 30. In a week, I'll do 70 old, 30 new, percentage-wise.
You'll
so
really focus on it, though, before you go on stage. You'll be like, I need to do this, or does it just come out naturally?
It's a little like, I have like my bullet points. I wish,
nice.
kind of like most comics, right? But I'll just look over it, but then I record it, and the way I learn how to do comedy is just talking to my family, and so it's all like I need people there. It's very tangible.
Yeah.
So I'll do it on stage, record it, and then listen to it, and then edit that way. No, that didn't work.
You go
that
back
was
and
funny.
listen?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. That's why you're great.
Well, it's hard because I still haven't accepted how annoying my voice is, and I still can't hear how gay I sound. And then I'm on stage, I'm like, "Hey, girl!" Like I'm like Paul Lynn, like and I love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like it does take a second to like.
Every time, I mean, do
I
you
think I
ever
sound
get
like,
used to your own voice? Does anyone ever?
Mariah.
Every time there's some people that love their own voice, but I hate it. But
I realize what it is. It's about having a recognizable voice as opposed to a good voice. Like you have a very recognizable voice.
I get recognized by my voice a lot.
I think I do too.
Yes, it's
gay,
good.
Chicago, gay.
Yeah,
Gay Chicago gay. That should be your
It's a
password.
new musical.
Yeah. And all that gay. Da-da.
So wait, you talk to your family about these. You said you need them to bounce jokes off of.
That's like how like growing up, I grew up in the same block as my first 28 cousins, and we would have dinner together all the time, and that's just the way we worked it. Like I have a very witty family, so like someone would say something, and then everyone's trying to one up it at dinner, and then I realized like, oh, that's how I work. Like I have to talk, have someone say something, and then that sparks something, and then I say something. It's like, so I do that with the audience.
Yes,
that's so great.
But you do that with? Do you like doing crowd work?
I'm okay with. I mean, I think I'm pretty good at doing crowd work, but I don't like doing it because I like to just work on my stuff.
But I think I know what you're saying, which is like you'll take a new bit on stage, and then you'll just, based on their response, you can either like lean into it, or you're like, okay, well, that's not ready for me to really dig into, because I just always come up with new material based on like, exactly, like a word is in my phone, and I'm like, oh, I know I want to talk. Like
Do you ever get fear? Like I sometimes I'm like walking with full confidence, and then let's say it's like a Friday night at the Cellar, and I'm like, shit, I can't do new stuff. Like I just quickly backtrack.
No,
Really?
I don't have fear at the Cellar, because what's the worst that can happen? I bomb and ST doesn't give me a couple sets. Like I'm past that again of like, and I feel like if it bombs, you can just always have the out of like, that's a new joke, and then people love it.
Right.
That's the easiest out as a comedian. Be like, well, that's new, and everyone's like, ah,
inside her mind.
That just sucked, and she knows it. Like people just want. You always have an out if something bombs, but I get the fear of doing a new joke that I haven't found a way to make palatable, because a lot of the stuff I'm dealing with is cancelable things, and sometimes it comes out the wrong way, and I feel like that's where I start to fear, is like, oh my God, I just said something racist, or I just said something homophobic, which is, I know, is not the place it's coming from.
She has been opening her act recently as I hate faggots. Nikki.
Well,
it is a hit.
I thought you were just seeing the last part, Matteo. I thought you're usually following me, so I open with that to avoid you seeing it. No, there's just some stuff that, like, before you find the way to say it, sometimes it could come out a little bit bad.
I have 2 jokes right now like that, where I'm like, this is very funny and it's working with all these crowds, but also if this gets out, like, I'm done.
I know. I love that the Comedy Cellar has everyone put their phones in these little FedEx plastic packages so that they can't. I actually do feel safe being a little bit more risque with my topics.
Yeah.
At the Cellar now. I don't like it because I like when people take pictures of me performing, because I actually put together like cute outfits that I want to later post on Instagram so that the guys I like maybe see how cute I was looking that night and they wish that they were there. You know, like, it's not
very involved.
I just want people. Sometimes, do you ever like look so good? I put on all this makeup. I do my hair. I put together a cute outfit, and then you go home and there was no documentation of it. What the fuck was it for? So I could run into a couple of my friends who know.
Us.
Who gives a shit about your friends?
You should just open with giving. Just give your phone to someone in the front. In the front row right away. Get a
I'll
great
take pictures of you next time.
Or
Honestly,
or that.
I'm saying this to all my fans. You can sneak a picture of me anytime you want.
If you're
anytime
DMing
you
me.
want. Even if I look bad, because sometimes when I look bad, I look cute. Just anytime you want, I'll post. If you post it on your story, you can sneak it during a show, even if they tell you to have your phones off. Take pictures of me. I love it.
But no video.
Video, I don't even care either. What are you going to do? I don't care.
I
like
get
5
distracted
minutes.
when I see people doing video in crowds. I tell them to stop.
It's distracting because it's just like, you're not paying attention, sir. You're just like looking at your phone and you're not able to laugh because you want to stay steady, and it's distracting. But I'm not worried about like, oh, the material's going to get out, then no one's going to watch my special. Please.
I'm
Andrew,
just worried they're watching other stand-up on their phone.
You're really worried someone's filming you? Who's tried to film you?
I got a lot of puddle heads out there.
But what are they going to do with it? They're going to put it out and then more people are see it than would ever see it?
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care because I don't think I'll ever be that successful. But you know,
don't
if
think
you
you'll be
have
that
another
successful?
special on Netflix, you don't want 30 minutes of your material getting out there.
I just need one special.
Give me 6 minutes.
Give Matteo Lane a special.
Give a gay a special.
Give Matteo
Oh,
Lane a
come on.
goddamn-
Enough already.
Yeah, no, he
I'm
needs
kidding.
one.
I'm kidding.
But I think you're
I'm thinking of staying on Matteo.
Well, here's the thing. That's where you put your foot down.
Not another gay.
I'm doing Conan next week. I'm doing Kelly Clarkson next week.
I
I
love
know.
Kelly.
I'm so excited.
A moment
So exciting.
like this.
Oh my gosh, so
Some
excited.
people
Will you send me
away.
pictures?
She's amazing.
She's so good at her job.
She is. Well, we watched her first audition at American Idol
and she sang
recently.
Aretha Franklin?
Well, I don't even remember what she sang because it
changed
was
seats.
amazing. But she decides she's so dynamic and she engaged the judges. I mean, she was a nobody. She was coming into this audition in like Dallas or wherever the hell it was, and she sang and she did a great job, obviously. But then she was like, Randy, why don't you audition? So she switched seats with Randy. I mean, this is Kelly Clarkson before anyone knew her. This is her first audition at the blind auditions, you know? And she just stole the scene. And you're like, this girl is amazing. And then I was watching that going, this bitch should have a talk show. She's really fun.
She also like, when you hear Kelly Clarkson's a talk show, you're a little like, ugh, what does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then you watch it, you're like, you're really engaging and good at this and likable and fun.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
I love her.
girl, work it.
I am so excited about her having a talk show. I haven't seen it yet, but every clip I've seen has been
great.
really adorable.
Great.
They do this, they do like, she sings every show. I mean, she's giving the people what they want. I'm trying to think of like what I want to talk to her about.
Her whistle tones. Can you ask her a question about her whistle tones,
Yes.
please?
Oh my gosh.
She did it once.
What?
She hit a whistle note in American Idol. She was singing Natural Woman. She hit a G6.
G6, like a G6.
G6.
Yeah, she hit a G6. And I want to know when are they what's going on with those notes?
Okay, so can we get them? Like, you want to know when they're coming back? When?
Like, is she going to do them again? Like, she's got a high falsetto. I think it's really great. She's an amazing singer. But, like, girl, like, why are you not doing the whistle tones because you don't want to get compared to Mariah? Like, where did it go?
Right.
Is there
I wanna
fear
hear it
there that
again.
you're not going to hit it though as a
Oh
singer?
yeah, 'cause
yeah.
they're
So
so
that's
delicate,
probably.
the vocal folds.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know what that's like because I really hit it hard before.
You
and I
really
just
did.
I just want to
Yeah.
remember that and not try it again.
You
but
matched pitch.
And the shortest song
Thank
on
you.
earth, you destroyed it.
Thank you so much. But the thing I love about Kelly Clarkson is that you think a song that she's singing will be about a man, and you're like, oh my God, this like really relates to how I feel about a man. And then you find out it's about her dad, and you're like, oh shit, this relates to my dad more than it does the man I was thinking about anyway.
That
Which
song is
song?
sad, boy.
Stronger?
No.
Well, she did a cover that
that's
Andrew
Britney.
played. Yeah, that's Britney.
No, this was an original.
Oh, it was? What's it
Piece
called?
by piece, he collected me.
It's a good
That-
song.
Yeah, have you heard this one?
I
Can you play it?
don't know. No offense,
No,
but I
no
don't
one
know if you
needs
did
it.
a good
Oh.
job.
Oh, selling it.
Yeah, it's a good song. But she also
you
did
like
that
have
one.
like you didn't. Yeah, I mean, I stay around an E4.
like
Probably
an
do that. That's your
E4.
range.
Is it
Yeah.
like an E4? Like
E4.
an
E4 is kind of high.
Oh, okay.
I
wow.
mean,
Yeah.
So is G6 just like 6 octaves up? What does that mean?
that would be the note. I think.
I mean, that's not even on this world. That's not on this earth. That's a
G6
dog.
is this. There you
I'm
go.
just screaming. I really am just screaming.
You are
There's no
doing it.
falsetto though. You're like,
What is this?
She has perfect pitch.
I didn't understand
I
that
do
you had
have
this
good
like
pitch.
secret talent.
really?
I'm
Are
a
you
whistle.
serious right now?
What? This way.
What? Okay.
You should
I'm
hear her
excited.
karaoke. It's
Can we
nuts.
karaoke?
I would love to sometime, but I gotta keep it low, and then I
Keep it low.
I
You
gotta
have
keep low,
either
and then
high
I
or
can
low,
do,
yeah.
I can do whistle, and I can do like.
That's what Mariah does. She sings down here, and then
Then- Okay, I'm gonna work with maybe a vocal coach to like engage
I would
this
teach
talent
you.
that I didn't know.
I did opera training for years.
Oh my God, really? You
Yes.
don't have time, Matteo. You're
We'd find time.
okay. Well, I'm already commissioning you to make some artwork for my
Yeah,
new
let me know.
apartment.
I'll do it. I'll do a big Streisand
You gotta
for you.
you gotta follow Matteo Lane on Twitter and Instagram, but especially Instagram because my God, this guy he's one of the most beautiful men God ever created, and he works on his body so hard. I don't know where he finds the time to write material and be so funny. And also,
Most comics would say I don't. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
you definitely do.
kidding.
You're definitely one of the best comics, but you also have the best body in all of comedy for sure. For sure, without a doubt.
When you hate yourself, you can look so great.
Isn't that the truth?
So you
God,
guys do
whenever
have a lot in
I've
common.
looked the best, I've always been like the most miserable.
Yes, dead inside,
Really?
miserable, not sleeping. I'm like, I look fabulous.
I know. I look
So
so
lean.
dehydrated
yeah,
and like
right,
tired.
right now.
Yeah, it's right now. I snapped into it this week because I've been overworked and like haven't been able to like nourish myself and sleep enough.
You
So I'm
look
like,
good.
oh, these jeans are fitting a little looser.
Nice.
Because I'm just like really run down. When I'm like happy and satisfied, it's just I'm always uncomfortable because my jeans are always tight. But you do these amazing what I don't even know what to call them, drawings, like
Yeah,
what
illustrations.
illustrations, but you do them on like
It's an app called Procreate on the iPad Pro, so it's what most illustrators use, and it's great. It's literally a digital sketch pad. So you just sit, you have a pen, and I do it when I'm flying because we're always flying.
Yeah.
So I just sit down, I get my cup of coffee, and then I draw on the plane. Makes
and you
the
like
time
to
go
draw
that.
Disney characters. You like to draw like different cartoon. What is your?
Well, I drew. So I have 2 comic books out right now that I've
What?
done. I've written the characters and all the drawings and all
Wow.
original. One's called Princess Cupcake on Instagram, and then one is called Kick-Ass Drag Queen which I wrote and drew with Bob the Drag Queen. So but drawing professionally for years, I drew TV commercials and fashion ads for like 8 years.
How
Drawing
old are you?
100.
Yeah, he's lived many lives.
I got a job at 22. I was the youngest storyboard artist in my agency,
In Chicago?
working in New York.
Oh
yeah.
wow! Oh.
So, because you could live in Chicago and then storyboard through New York, because you just draw at home. You just get on the phone and do the drawings. You don't need to
Yeah.
be like in a studio or anything. So, but when you draw 9 to 5, I mean, the joy just gets sucked out of you. So now I'm like, fuck it. I'm drawing things that made me happy as a kid. So
Yes.
I'm drawing, they're portraits of like Batman
Maleficent.
characters, Maleficent,
Yes.
Disney, X-Men. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
If you don't think I'm not creative, I have 2 comic books out there with original characters. So
Yeah, no. You, I love the stuff you did. And then the other night you did, I show up at the Comedy Cellar, and Matteo, I just go back to the back table to like hang out with the whatever comics were there. Matteo was around the corner because he had just gone on stage because like he always follows me. So I'm at the Village Underground. I get off stage. I walk back around the corner, and I'm sitting at the cellar table, and I see like Mike Cannon sitting there, someone else, and I sit down, and I'm just like kind of like out of it, and like not really. And then I look at the table, and there is the most beautiful drawing of Barbra Streisand, like
What?
instantly recognizable as Barbra Streisand, just a silhouette kind of, I guess it was.
On the chalkboard table?
On the chalk. Oh yes, I'm sorry. The tables all there are chalkboards, pretty much, and then there's chalk at the table, and it was like I need to take this table home. This is
wow.
art. I was trying to like sanction it off so that no one heard it because I was like, this is so beautiful. And I took a picture of it. I put it on my Instagram. So many people wrote me about it, by the way.
That's nice.
I didn't have the time to screenshot it and share it all with you, but so much feedback about how good it was. And I just, the fact that you could just leave something that beautiful and like
To
just
be covered in salad dressing.
yeah, it was
Later.
just and then it just
Which
like,
added to it.
fat sloppy comics just rubbing their elbows on it, and I'm just like, get off of this. But I told you, I was like, I need you to draw something for me for my new apartment. 'Cause
I would
just
do it
want
in a heartbeat.
I just
Can you
want my
draw
friends'
me
art.
for your wall?
No.
Come on.
You should have a chalkboard wall. Have a chalkboard wall, and then he can do
change
Barbra
every now.
Streisand and leave it there.
No, I want
Because you don't
permanent.
want like it'll be the dust and stuff. But I do everything on that Procreate. But what I can do is just do it really large and send it to you, and you can get it professionally printed on really
That's
nice
exactly
paper.
what I'll do.
Yeah.
I want a couple pieces from you.
Sure,
like
I've got a million.
am just such a huge fan.
Whatever you want.
You're so good.
Oh.
It's like I can't even.
I want to buy your abs.
Yeah,
Please take them.
it's
They
crazy.
want
brought
your
me nothing
ass.
but
So
trouble.
do you? I mean, let's
What's
talk
your
about
fat
it.
Ass?
I do have a nice butt.
Yeah, you do.
You have the
Little
best
bubble
butt.
ass.
You truly look.
I feel
Guys,
like
I really am feeling way better
and a
about
penis-
myself right
and a
now. I've never
penis
felt
head.
this good ever.
You really showed your head recently.
I
Yeah,
know.
you-
It was a little much, but whatever.
What?
The head of his wiener. It was
Really?
awesome.
Where?
I took a picture of my underwear. It was like a year ago, and I'm desperate, so I posted it. But it was such a thoughty. Like the coffee cup had a mustache on it, so I just went over it.
Oh
like
yeah, I saw that picture. I didn't even
But
see
yeah,
your
you
dick in
can
it.
see my whole dick.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
It's
And you got a
awesome.
nice piece, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, you're happy with it. Andrew posts a lot. Andrew had his junk displayed on Instagram accidentally.
Yeah. I showed
Did
my
they
balls.
remove it?
No, because it was so small they don't know what it was.
It really was confusing what it was.
It is confusing still. I still don't know if it's
I don't
really
know
a thing.
what it is either, but it has to be that because what else would be in that area?
I feel like a pillow was behind me and it came off looking like a scrotum. Possibly.
mean, Anya, you've seen the picture.
No,
and
I have
yes,
not.
you
Can I
have.
see?
Yeah, of
Yeah?
course.
Picture.
Yeah, you said it was definitely scrotum. You were like, yeah,
I
it was.
did?
I almost
I
positive
blocked
it was
it out.
you. Yeah,
What
I
is-
mean,
What's
After
you
the
should
years
just
of
block that
therapy.
out.
I don't know
You
what's
had to-
under there. I don't know. What is that?
What do you think? Doesn't it just look like a?
Wait, what is happening?
I know.
No one knows.
Is this on your feed?
This
It's
is like
a
Stranger
UFO
Things.
sighting.
Yeah.
It's confusing.
So it's in his feed.
It's in his feed. He's doing one of these things where he takes an ice bucket.
Oh
It's
my
the It's the
God.
worst
Ice
ice bucket
bucket.
challenge I've ever seen.
No, those are your buns.
No, below
But
the ice
like,
bucket.
it's like there's some
Yeah.
kind of.
Zoom in.
Those are his butt cheeks.
I don't like that either, though. It's
Well,
just all.
nobody.
No one likes any of this. But he's alone in his. This is what Andrew does. He gets to a hotel and he sets up his camera across the room. I don't even know where you set it up.
Andrew, that's so.
Mateo,
He's just
It's hot.
naked and it's black and
Mateo,
white.
I don't know what
I
that.
also like how you made it black and white, like it's a French noir
Yeah.
film.
Yeah,
like
it's-
you're really.
You know what it was?
Everyone looks
I
better in
think
black
in the
and white.
color you could really see the scrotum.
But this is my wheelhouse.
yeah, it is.
Like these types of photos.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
What do you
I
make
think
of
you relate.
this?
I
I think it shows that
think
like Lizzo. Like I'm
Yeah.
showing that I'm not that ripped, but I'm not horrible. I'm
I don't
kind
think,
of
I don't
like
think
a
it's
Burt
horrible.
Reynolds.
I think you need to work on lighting. Lighting is key for a lot of photos.
Yeah.
But if
So
you're
a photo
alone-
like this isn't a candid photo, so you have the time to really like set it up and get like maybe a better. You should hire a photographer.
Yeah.
Is that who does yours?
I work with like basically only queer artists in the city.
Can you send me a guy?
Sure.
And we'll try to do me as well as possible.
Yeah, you
I mean, they'll
should.
do-
With just a little scrotum showing.
I actually have
Just a
sent
little.
a few comics too, because I think there's a lot of like you see like photography of comedians, and it just feels very stale.
Yes.
And you know, a lot of comics like, wow, your pictures are so fun. I'm like, yeah, I'm working with a bunch of like cool queer artists in Brooklyn. Like,
Yep.
you have to like call
No,
them,
I'll do
hook
that.
up, like
Yeah.
work with these talented people. Like they do so much cool work.
Please send me. I will. I'm down. It'll be great.
But I mean, let's explore the reason you do these shots. I
feel like we probably have a similar brain when
Really?
it comes to this. Yeah, we both.
Couldn't be more different, actually.
Well, I think it gives you a level of confidence to just throw your body out there. You know, do you feel that way?
Why are you doing it, Matteo?
So
Attention.
Yeah, I'm doing it for attention too.
But what
of course.
kind of attention?
To destroy your body?
Why am I destroying it?
No, I thought you said it takes a level of confidence to destroy your body.
No,
Display?
display. I think I said.
I can't understand.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think I said Toy Story. I don't know what I said.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter what I say.
It doesn't.
It really doesn't.
It
It's
never
all
has.
confidence.
Mhm.
It's really, it's a confidence with a wet mouth. That's who I am.
But Matteo is a
good-looking man, very ripped. Yeah.
gay man.
Okay.
So he's putting his body out there for other gay men to maybe to take up. Like, I mean, you're putting like
Yes, you're right.
right.
You're not
It's
saying
like,
anything wrong.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, but straight
you-
women.
And out of my crew,
Straight women
I'm
don't
the least
want that.
Yes, they
crazy.
do.
They
Really?
do.
Yes, straight women love my fucking body.
No, they
yes,
don't.
they do. I'll do a poll. You do a poll on your Instagram right now. Say, go to that picture and tell me if you think it's hot or not.
So you are doing this because you want to attract women.
Yes.
I didn't realize this.
Yeah.
But you don't look good. Like it doesn't.
To you.
Really?
Yeah. So yes. I look-
Anya, do you
He's telling you you're gay.
I mean, maybe I am. Maybe
well, I
not
don't know if
designed
you
to
want to
jump
bang a gay man. I don't think that means you're gay.
No, like if I'm not attracted to your body, I think those pictures are funny.
Yes. But
you
funny
are,
is a level of confidence where a lot of girls don't want.
Yes.
They want that dad bod, that soft body, so they feel tighter and they feel
bod,
better.
yes. But you're okay. I see that. But I
Also,
thought you were
know
doing it
me
as a
so
joke.
well. You know me so well. You can't look at me sexually. If my
It's
balls
true.
are hanging out, you don't see
true.
my
We
balls.
still aren't sure if that's what that was.
Yeah, we don't know what it was.
I think it was your butt cheeks.
It was a mystery.
I'm not trying to play dumb here. I really
Yes.
did not know that you were doing these as thirst traps. I honestly thought you were doing them as comedy traps.
Well, they are. They're both.
It's like a combo. I
Yes,
get it.
A
I
combo.
get it.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
get
Because
it.
you have women going like, that's so sexy.
Some women find it sexy. Some just find it funny.
Mm-hmm.
I do it as like it's almost just satire on trying to look sexy as
Right.
being like a thought person.
But then at the same time,
But,
you're
yeah.
also trying to be sexy.
But that's not
See,
on
this
me.
is the thing that I always used to like really
Is it like a
would
Trojan
irritate
horse
me.
situation?
It would irritate me. Like there's like a couple comedians that like make fun of thirst traps.
but
But
while
then
looking
while
very thirsty.
they look thirsty, they're getting to look hot. Like they'll be like, you know, I've done it before where it's like you like pose in front of something stupid, but you look like hot, and you're like, but you still look hot.
Yeah,
So-
but that's on you. You feel like if you do that, if you look too you don't like looking too sexy.
I follow a great Instagram account called Tommy Do, and he just takes pictures of like really thoughty gay men, like myself. But like they'll pose these like ridiculous pictures, but then underneath it's like, I want to talk about depression.
Yeah.
Yes,
And then
yes.
he'll be like, "Scoos," like he always makes some kind of joke, and it actually is funny. Like these guys are getting really offended by it, but like it is kind of a nice reminder to be like, we should all laugh at ourselves, and it's
Yes.
okay to say like, you know what, I put up a picture of my ass and was talking about depression, but that was a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's
No,
funny.
I do love when women like post pictures that I'm like, I would never do. Like it does. I'm like, wow, I could never do that. I look at it. I think I'm just like, I could never do that. Do you ever have a thing where you like, whenever you post or whenever you do literally anything creatively, you're thinking about that one person who's like kind of the cool girl judging you?
Yeah,
Or
you.
the cool guy?
Yeah, but then I also here's the thing.
That means a lot to me that you think I'm a cool girl.
I also got called faggot so much in high
Yeah.
school. I'm at this point now. I'm like, I've been called a faggot and told I'm going to hell. What's the worst you're gonna do?
That's a really good
I
point.
don't give a shit anymore. So it's like, you know, and it's like I've already tried to please straight people for 18 years of my life. So the last thing I want to do right now is try and please more straight people. So
Right.
if there's a straight comic who's like, dude, that's not what you should be posting, I'm like, yeah, I don't give a shit. Like
Hell
this is
yeah.
let me have fun. Fuck off.
That's a really good point. Maybe I need to have more abuse in my life to get me
Yeah.
over this hurdle.
Yeah.
you
Of
dumb
worrying
bitch.
And it's not like it
No?
stops
Okay.
me,
That went
but
too far.
no, I don't care if you call me a dumb bitch. I'm not one of those things. But
I think you should just have fun and take photos, even if they're just for yourself.
You should do it with this Sam
But
Waxman
what I'm
guy.
saying is, like, my friend who does photography, he wouldn't do these like pin up pictures of you. He would do pictures that are like very creative and fit your personality. Like I did a picture where my ass was falling through a hole and you could see me in a jockstrap, but then my face is coming out the other end looking at me, making fun of my. I mean, it's like I'm obviously trying to be sexy and show off my ass, but I'm also like, yeah, I look like a fucking idiot.
Right.
You know, and he plays with your sensibilities depending on who you are. So she shoots a lot of queer people. He shoots a lot of like, you know, porn to dancers to comic, everything, right? So it's not just going to be like the standard, like, first of all, he's gay. So you're not going to walk in with a straight guy like, let me make you. He's going to be like, what are your sensibilities?
Right.
I don't care about how sexy you look. Like, let's work with you as a comedian. Like, what do you do?
I don't think I could post it then. But because I'm just too worried that people are going to think that I think I'm hot. And I just don't want anyone.
do
That's
think
okay,
you're
but that's
hot.
also okay, too.
Sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't. And
What's wrong with thinking you're hot?
Because
You
I don't
posted
know.
Dancing with the Stars. Like, that was the reason why you did Dancing with the Stars. Is so you could look hot with an excuse.
Right.
So why do you
But this doesn't have an excuse.
Okay, but yeah, it does because
It
you're
does.
being
No, it
creative.
No, it doesn't.
Why do you need
It's not a good
why-
enough excuse.
You'll be
For
80 one
you.
day, and you'll be like, I should have taken those.
I know.
Yeah.
Listen, I've got great shots that I've taken on my own of like that have cemented how good my body was at one point, and it will never be that way again.
Work.
But it's like I can go back and be like, you did it, girl.
Yeah, work.
You did it. But in terms of posting them, I'm just like, I mean, Anya, you and I have talked about it before and everyone in the comedy community talks about girls who post those things too much, and we go, oh, I can't even follow her anymore because it's all this. Like,
But I've had
I
guys
don't
come
wanna
up to me and
cause
say,
that.
Matteo, I can't follow you anymore. I'm like, that's fine.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
what are you
Your
going to
body
post
would
about?
be triggering to me if I were a man.
Well, also, too, I don't think, like, Mike Yard is so funny. He's a good friend of mine, but he's like, Matteo, yo, I had to, like, chill out.
Yeah,
on
because
your
he's on the
post.
train and
I'm
he's
like, yeah, that makes sense because you know your life doesn't make sense that my ass is coming up on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to see that.
That's
I had
You
to
know what I mean?
unfollow
That's
a
fine.
friend who just loves to post pictures of herself in the bath or in the yard, and I'm just like, I don't know why I don't want to see your crotch. It's like every week or every couple days, it was just like almost her vagina, and I'm just like, I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was upsetting to me. I just didn't want to, you know.
I
It's
feel
just
like-
like
I
it was
feel
so
like-
sexy and intimate. It just felt like something you send your boyfriend, like, I'm in the bath lounge.
Yeah.
But we've lost that intimacy. I mean, I
Yeah.
think like the one thing I do like about like Instagram is I felt like America was such a puritanical country and we had such an issue with sex and you know it was almost Victorian in a sense. Like a woman's showing too much breast and too much. It's like then you look at other countries like Italy. I'd be like 16 in Italy and there's just a naked woman on a soap commercial and it's like Nana's eating next to the TV. Like it doesn't like there's so much more comfortable with the human body and other places that America was so like this.
Puritanical.
So it's kind of there's if I'm trying to look at the good part, it's kind of nice that people are like, you know what, this is my body, this is what I look like, and I'm not ashamed of like trying to be sexy. Why can only a certain amount of people be sexy? Let me be sexy. People
I
just live in
know.
their fantasy.
I think there's
know.
a difference between photos where it's like just in a yard and it's kind of like the bad lighting where it feels like amateur porn, like you're like,
Yeah.
but your photos are like very well done, so it doesn't feel as kind of creepy, like you're seeing them like a, you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I think that
Like-
all of us get triggered for different reasons, obviously, right? Like Nikki's triggered by, X person looking too sexy because it like hits some old wound of hers or whatever. And I don't like, I'm triggered by this or that because of my issues, right? We're all triggered by
I'm
different
triggered by
shit.
bad singers.
Yeah. You just don't like bad singers.
You don't like bad singers
But
that
you're
got
not
famous.
like oh, this reminds me of my
It does.
it reminds you of something in your
Oh.
past.
No, it does
Oh,
not.
I'm
Yeah.
scared his opera teacher
Yeah.
abused him.
What happened?
I know.
But what is it for you
But
then?
it's not so much. I don't know. I think it's that like I don't want to see my friends. You know, I have another friend who she's always oversharing something sexual, and it's not that I don't think I'm prudish about sex. I love talking about lots of stuff on this show, and I'm open about it. But something about like hearing my friend in a sexual situation or seeing them in one where I'm just like, I don't want to be privy to this. It like makes me uncomfortable. Like she'll send me like a sound of her coming.
Oh!
And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear you come.
To be fair, I've seen all of my friends naked.
Okay.
Mhm.
And my friend Patty, for example, you guys should follow Patty. His name is Legal Minor on Instagram, and I'm just going to show you his Instagram. He's
It's a great
amazing.
name.
He's 5'4", long red hair,
Oh, I've seen this guy.
and Patty just like, I mean, he just lives for it. He just fucking lives for it. Like his
How
photos.
did you meet Patty?
I met Patty through my friend Bob, the drag queen. Of course, now the internet's not working. You know, it's like he'll just take casual naked photos on a beach, just like
yeah,
constantly
there he is.
naked. There's Patty. That's Patty.
He's so 70s.
There she is, and she does drag too.
Cute.
But like, you know, the one thing I do love about my crew is like we're all like, you know, fun queer artists, but we are all very open about sex and our sex lives and what's going on, and no shame. Like, you know, if someone was in an orgy, we're like, work. Like, there's just no, you know, I don't know. It's kind of nice.
It is nice.
Different rules though, men and men versus men. I understand that like it's a different.
Yeah, I like
environment.
talking about sex a lot too, and I like I'm not like cagey about my bot. Like I'm not, but I get cagey about it when there's straight men in the conversation because I don't want men to ever think I'm trying to turn them on with my conversation. Like I don't want my friends to get like boners because I'm talking about going down on a guy. You know, ew. Like that sound disgusts me coming from a male friend of mine. I don't want them to ever be turned on. Like I had to change yesterday in front of some straight men and like my shirt kind of came up and I was just like, ah! Like I just don't.
Why were they there? I would be like, get out of here.
Because they're like camera guys and crew. I had to take off my shirt for this thing and I accidentally pulled my undershirt up too high and I'm like, oh my God. Like it just, yeah, like I don't know what, but, and also talking so openly about sex to your friends, like I can just sense sometimes that like the conversation just like, kind of we just all like last night at the Comedy Cellar we were all talking about sex and we all got horny.
Yeah, but for different reasons. Ian was talking about something and you're like, okay, now I'm turned on.
Yeah, it really like lit me up and I was like, you gotta get away from me. And he like held my hand. I was like, this is all well, my wires are crossing right now and I don't like it.
Yeah, when your bisexual friend turns you on.
I mean, it was just like
you're trying to eat a salad.
Yeah,
it was
What
all
kind of
very
story
confusing.
was he telling?
He was talking about what was he talking?
Ass eating or anal.
Yeah,
or
he was talking about anal. I think we were talking about anal, and I just kind of got
He can
turned
also
on.
get very specific. Ian can be like, I just, I like to go in a circle.
I know, and Ian has this like sexuality to him that is undeniable.
Yeah.
I love how open Ian is about his sexuality and his sexual escapades.
Me too.
It's great.
Oh my God,
love
have you
it.
seen Jim Norton's set recently?
Mm-mm.
No.
Dude, it is one of the bravest things I've seen. He's
Really?
just like talking about being attracted to trans women and how he's grappling with his
Oh
sexuality.
yeah, I've seen some of that.
And he's just like, it's pretty hard to, I don't want to give away his closer,
Yeah,
but he
yeah,
like
yeah.
gets very graphic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, I thought this weekend, because I've been struggling with like, I don't want any man inside me. Like, there's like one that I like, and if it's not him, I just don't want any. So I'm just like grossed out.
Sometimes it's better to just like order food or eat dessert.
But that's been the past 3 years
I
of
thought
my
you were
life.
going to say order a dick.
Oh,
They
there's
have-
that too.
they have that on
I'm not
Seamless.
putting that down either. I think sex work is great.
Yeah, agreed. And sometimes I feel like that's how I'm gonna just take care of it. Like scratch the itch is just like hire a guy to tie me up and like fucking do shit to me,
Yeah.
and just like not have his dick involved at all. Just work it over, give me some orgasms, and then I pay him and I leave. And
You should.
it would be great. And I've looked up ways to do that, but I got to get pretty desperate for that because I can just give myself an orgasm.
Did you
I don't,
Google? What did you Google?
No, it's the same guy that shoots School of Submission for Kristen.
Oh, he's ordered to hire. You could just.
My favorite porn star does this. Her name's Kristen Scott. She does this series called School of Submission where you pretty much just go get tied up and like have guys fuck you with toys and stuff. And
How much is something like that?
I think I could get it for free.
Nice.
My
You just
favorite
have to
porn
promote it on
star-
Instagram.
Probably.
Yeah.
Is Diego Grant.
Diego Grant.
Yeah, he's super hot. And we'll have chit chat before on
Really?
Instagram.
Oh my
Just
God.
chit chat, no like sexual nothing. Like,
Yes.
hi, hello. But he's like, he's like,
Diego Grant.
hi Diego.
Does he do straight stuff too?
No.
No. Just.
Are you dating anybody right now?
Oh, what about?
Oh, quiet.
Oh,
God,
sorry.
Are you like the
Just-
stupidest guy in
Why
TV?
we talked about it?
Yeah, but,
remember
like,
off air, and I was
why
like,
would-
I'm not
Oh.
dating anyone. I'm single right
Sorry.
Right.
I'm
right.
sorry.
Do not.
I apologize.
I love
First of
Andrew
all,
just being like.
You
Non hai ricordato niente di nostra conversazione quando ho detto che non potevo parlare di questa cosa.
Exactly.
Now
I
I'm
know.
turned on.
I know.
No, but the other day
No,
I
am single.
Well, the other day I was we were driving to a gig and I straight out was like, maybe I'm gay. Let's put it out there. Maybe because I get a lot of DMs being like, Nikki, you're just gay.
All right, Nikki, let's have a lesbian date right now.
Okay.
I'm really a big fan of your work.
Thank you.
That's so great. Now, my wife and I make our own water, and we're looking for a third. What turns you on?
I'm honestly, I want to be in like a monogamous thing. I think I don't know
well,
that.
then you've come to the right place.
Okay, well you have a
What
wife.
about the wife?
Oh, we've divorced. I'm gonna marry you now.
Seems to be moving pretty quickly for
Yes,
me.
we're lesbians. We're getting a divorce.
Who makes the water? You or your wife?
Both of us. It's both of us make it. I hope you like cats.
I'm warming up to cats too. That's like all. Yeah.
That's great.
Well, Anya told me that one of her best friends would claim to not be gay for so long and dated men just like me.
She was boy crazy until 21. She was constantly just like, I love this guy. I want to be with this guy. I want him to. And she dated more than me. She had sex more often than I had ever had sex. And then one day we were in college and there was this really pretty blonde, blue-eyed girl named Nikki in our suite, and she was cool, and she had tattoos and piercings, and she was just fucking cool. And my friend was like, I'm obsessed with Nikki. I just want to be friends with Nikki. I want to be Nikki. And then one day she's like, I realized I don't just want to be Nikki. I want to be with Nikki.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's great. I mean, look,
Yeah.
that happens. That happens a lot. I think we have too many labels. Like, you have to like men, you
course.
have to like women. It's like, yeah, sometimes you're just like, oh, hey, I didn't realize I was attracted to this person. This is great.
Yes.
Also, she was disgusted by penises at one point. And I was like, well, you've got to pick a lane. Like, you're dating
I
all
love
these
dick,
guys.
but I've been disgusted by dick before.
Yeah, I mean,
That's happened. I've been like,
what disgusts you about
I've
it?
been just sometimes you're like, I don't want any more of this right now.
I'm full.
So I'm full.
I mean, don't dicks gross you out that you don't
yes,
love?
yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Same with vaginas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, there I have no opinion. I've never really seen a vagina.
Really?
not up close.
Come here.
No.
Yeah. No high school, nothing.
Just lay it
No,
out on the
I
table.
dated a girl named Francesca that I worked with at Michael's.
I
I
worked with
we
a guy
just
named
made
Michael
out.
at Francesca's.
Did you really? Oh my God, that'd be
That would've been
amazing.
though.
Did you also break up with him in the yarn section?
Oh, was she
That's
sad?
what I did. She was asking for it. She was cheating on me with her ex-boyfriend who lived in his mom's basement. I'm like, Francesca, you are the problem here.
Oh my
You have an
God.
obvious gay boyfriend, and then your other boyfriend lives in his mom's basement. But she ended up being great. I mean, we are still friends, and we speak Italian with each other, and she is married and has a pit bull. She's happy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Did she make her own water?
No, she's not a lesbian.
But Andrew, do vaginas ever stress you out, like, before you see them? Because I get stressed out by dick before I see, like, the idea of it, and then I'll have to do something with it.
No, there's like just a fun level of curiosity. It's not like I'm like worried about what's gonna
Have you ever
what's
seen
gonna
one
be
that
in
you're
there.
like, whoa?
I've
like,
smelled a few that are just that they're still in my nose.
Really?
They'll be in there forever.
Really?
Yeah, on a cruise one time we were outside.
You were
and-
asking for it on a
On a
cruise.
cruise.
Yeah,
Girl,
that's
you
true.
got
It's
cruise
like-
It was
pussy.
Royal Caribbean. It wasn't Carnival. It was
Yeah.
nice. It was a nice boat. They had whatever unlimited hot dogs, which is cool. But yeah, I just
That's what
remember
she
like
said.
we were outside and that's when I got the AIDS test. That was the one I was afraid of because it was so
You got
smelly.
you got an HIV test.
Before when I was still a virgin.
And what? Wait,
He
because
fingered
it-
a girl and he bites his fingernails.
girl.
boy,
I know.
this was a different time. I saw the movie Kids, and I was all messed up from it.
That makes sense. That was
Kind of.
big
You can
fear tactic.
you can only contract HIV
I know.
through 4 ways. What are the
I
4
don't-
bodily fluids that you can get it from?
Blood.
Okay.
Hopefully, just blood. I don't want to know the other ones.
Semen, vaginal
secretions.
and poop.
No, breast milk.
What?
Well, fuck.
I didn't know that.
I'm almost positive. That's what we had to
Wow.
learn. Yeah.
So
Howard
if you,
Brown Center,
if
thank
you,
you.
if you blow a guy and you swallow, you get AIDS that way.
No.
Oh, only through your butt.
Through anal, yeah, because like there's
the blood.
But if you're with someone who's HIV positive and they're taking their medication and they're undetectable, you can't catch it.
But this was before that, and it was
Look
on
at
a
him
cruise.
squirming already, even just talking about this.
No.
He has a real fear.
No,
I've had
Ben.
sex with men who are HIV positive. It's fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I know.
Because everyone knows their status, then we're all fine.
Yes.
But he's hooking up with girls that don't know
Then
their
you should
status.
take PrEP, which is Truvada, the pill. It's
Yeah,
an
why don't you just take
antiviral
PrEP?
medicine. You
You'll
take
never-
it daily.
Yeah.
You have to get blood tests
That
every
would
3
give you
months.
so much peace of mind.
And then you don't have to worry about
I'm good now.
But I think the risk of men catching HIV
It's very
from
low,
women is
yeah.
very low.
Yes, it is.
Not to say that it's not possible, but I would recommend, taking, if you're worried about these types of things, use a condom. If you don't want to use a condom, then use PrEP.
No, I like condoms.
He likes condoms now because women get too wet for him because he likes it dry because he grew up jerking off dry, and so his penis is trained to be. He needs it dry for him to ejaculate, and so women, when he finally started putting his penis in women, they were too wet and they weren't enough like his dry hand that he had.
Become conditioned to.
Yes, exactly. So so now he's suddenly using condoms
You
for
should
like the
just date
first time
senior
for some reason.
citizens.
Yeah.
You should date who?
Senior citizens.
Oh, that's
But
smart.
now he
Gotta be a
wears
funny joke.
condoms.
Sorry.
No, it's good. It's good. It
Well,
was
I mean,
good.
that's good you're wearing condoms. Safety's good.
And I could ejaculate easier in a condom than no condom. I found out.
But he just it was like this epiphany. He's like, condoms are great because they're drier. And I'm like,
This
oh,
is the
and you're
only
not
one.
getting diseases or people pregnant. But, but because they're drier.
Yeah, drier the better. Some, the ones without lubricant. I want the old school. Give me the ones from like 1930
Yeah.
that come.
Like a
Do you
straight
buy
out of
them
a-
unlubricated? Can you even get those?
Yeah, they still make them. They gotta
do you
go in
find
the
it?
back.
They're always a
They're in the
little
way in the back.
lubricated.
Yeah.
They have to be.
Spermicide.
Do you buy a certain kind that's like super dry?
I like the thins. I'm a thin boy.
How would she know?
Huh?
Interesting.
I've seen him buy it before,
Oh.
and I'm like, why would a guy buy
Yeah,
condoms that have the word thin on it?
Oh, because their dick is thin.
It makes me think of a thin dick.
Well, there's nothing worse than a guy saying I need Magnum condoms, and then all of a sudden you feel like there's like a garbage bag in your ass. Maybe someone has said that,
That sounds
joke before.
great.
Sorry, I feel like someone
I
has
gotta
said that
go to
before.
break. No, I don't think it's been done.
No? Okay. If
At
someone
least-
has, sorry.
But
When
you
you
put-
say something, you're like, oh, wait, I think I've heard that before.
Yeah, but maybe it was pussy, but not ass. I think you're switching
Okay,
it up.
there we go.
You're really
All right.
making it your own.
a
Putting your own
hefty
stamp on
bag
it.
in your ass.
Yeah, there we go. With force flex,
Yeah, yeah.
so that it doesn't rip. Thank you so much for watching that clip that you just watched. Did you enjoy it? I hope you did. If you did, thumbs up it. Why don't you subscribe? Why don't you just keep watching more videos? Let them play. Share with your friends. Go share on your Instagram story. Go, just have a great day.